horse forge for part 2 or video 2 of how to build a knife for around $100. We're halfway through the project, or close to half. What we're going to do today is, in a minute here, Sam's going to go over the rest of the tools you're going to need. You kind of already know, but we're going to give you a refresher on that. This is video 2 of a 3-video series to get this project done. Video 2 is going to be basically the finishing of the knife, and then video 3, which is probably going to be a little longer, is going to be how to build a forge, how to build the handle, and the handle's fun, and we're going to heat treat your knife in the forge, of course. So that's that. Sam's going to go over the tools here in a minute, and here we go.
Here we go. All right. So, welcome to Friday Fire, guys. We're excited to have you here. I'm kind of stoked about this. I really love doing this, and I love sharing my knowledge and Jeff's knowledge with people. And we're just starting in this, and we're excited about it, and I hope you guys like it. There's one thing I didn't mention earlier, is you're going to need your drill. Some sort of drill. Most people have a drill around the house, just a cheap corded drill that you can pick up anywhere for 10, 15 bucks. You don't have to have a fancy one. When you pick up your drill, you need to pick up a drill bit. So the stainless steel welding rods, you just need one that you're going to buy. It'll be an 1/8 inch or a 3/32, so pick up a bit that works for that. You can actually pick up the welding rods the same place you buy your bit, so it'll be easy. You're going to need your grinder. In this process, we're going to use our grinding disc to take off a big percentage of this metal to get it down close to where we want. Then we're going to use our file. But with your file, you're also going to need a dowel rod that goes into the eye bolts we talked about in our previous video. You can use one short eye bolt that works. You can move it back and forth to get different angles on it. See how that works? Pretty simple. Or you can use two. I'm going to use a long one, set it over here, then a small one, set it beside it, basically, so you have this angle and this angle. The short one's going to be for making the profile on our blade. The tall one's going to be for basically putting our edge on it roughly. So also, you're going to need your flap disc. This is what we're going to use to finish our knife with. We're going to finish it with a pretty nice finish. It's going to be a rough finish, but it's the look I'm going for in this knife. Now y'all can take your sandpaper or whatever you want, buff it down and make it as epic and incredible as you want to. Also, in this process, you're going to need a little bit of tape, because we're going to take our tape and we're going to tape our dowel rod to whatever file you choose to use. You can use electrical tape like I'm going to use, masking tape, duct tape. It doesn't matter. Zip ties if you have them. Anything that's laying around. I don't know if rope would tie it, but you could try it. But tape will work best. You're also going to need your clamp and your board. The board we had in our first video, you can use pretty much any size, but I'd go for a fairly wide one if you're going to use 2 separate eye bolts. If you're going to use one, it's okay, you can use a thinner one. It's just harder to clamp your knife to, and you've got to move your clamp all the time. So you want a wide one so you can clamp your knife over here, if you can see this, over here, and then we can file here. Just make it a little easier if you have a little wider piece. This is a 2x8 is what this one is. Also, you're going to leave your knife blank. Yes, you created a blank in the first video. This is a blank knife. It has no edge. It has nothing. It's not hardened. It's just a blank piece of steel. So, here we go. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I'm going to add one thing. Have fun. And like we talked about in the previous video, your why. Your why is important. We're trying to mesh gears here, guys. We're trying to mesh together project, doing things with life, passion, and the pursuit of you. The pursuit of you. If you're just doing this as a project, then that's cool. I mean, that's okay. You can do a project. There's millions of people doing projects right now. Coloring, cutting out construction paper. We're trying to take it to a next level and teach everybody out there what helped us. We've been through a lot, and one of the things we've learned over the years is when you do something with purpose and passion, and you tie into it every bit of fiber of who you are, something better comes out of it than just a project. We want you to grow, and that's how businesses succeed. That's how people become really good at what they do, And we're not trying to rant. The reason we're trying to harp in on that is you're really going to end up with a better knife if you really know your mind state and you know why you're doing this. Pick a reason. Find a reason. Make it for your grandmother that just passed, or somebody that you loved, that you want to honor.
The more heart and soul you put in it, the better your knife's going to be.
Right. Anything. Find a reason, and we're off that. So we're going to move on to the next part of the video, and here we go. Boom.
See you in a sec. All right, ladies and gents, here's what we're going to do. So also you'll need your marker. I forgot to bring over there a while ago, but you'll need that. We're going to color the edge of our knife here. Colored it green already for us. We're also going to mark our line. So to mark the line that we're going to want to go from here down, we're just going to take our finger and rest it and kind of make an even mark. Hold everything tight because we're going to flip it over and do the same thing. And where you can keep your, when you're done, look over here, make sure that your marks are even across. And if they're even across, like so, then you're good to go. That means that your grind lines are going to be even here up. You can take your grind all the way to the top if you want to, so you don't have this effect, or decide what you want to do. Next, we're going to take that 1/8 inch drill bit that we had, and we're going to put it against our knife. And we're going to mark a line. Then we're going to flip our knife over, and we're going to mark a line again. This one gives me 2 wide lines because my steels, I don't see if y'all can camera focus on that or not. See the 2 lines there? This one's really wide, but that's okay. I'm just going to go down to them. If yours meets in the middle, that's fine. But you want 2 lines or 1 line. You don't want a whole lot of distance in there. We want to take a grind from here down to that line, or close to the middle if you're centered, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So that keeps us proportionate from here to there and from there to there. That way our knife is even and it doesn't cut crooked. All right, so we're going to clamp it down with a clamp. And we're going to grab a grinder. And here we go.
Yeah, well, I've been wasting a little too much of my time. Been breaking my back, putting myself on the line. And now it's time to let it go. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it crash and burn. Yeah, what's coming down over me? All I wanna do is lay down there, just sleep.
real pretty. I made an overgrind here, but you might do that too, or you might not. You might do better than I did. But I got anxious, having a good time. But I'm pretty close to my lines down here at the bottom. Okay guys, so get your rod and your file. Let's tape this on here. Tape it on any way you want to. We're just gonna get it going. It's gonna be a little sloppy and ugly looking to start, but we're gonna get it straightened up. Try to get it kind of in the middle, you know, somewhere. And you get down towards the end of it and it'll tighten up a little bit. All right, so we don't need to have it much tighter than that. It's a good wrap here. Don't let Jeff see me do that. He cuts all his off because he don't think it secures well, which is the truth, but yeah, I'm a little lazy sometimes. Okay, so we got that done. Over here on the board, I got the knife clamped down. I want it hanging over my board here just a little bit and out towards the tip, so my files are going to go around and not have a problem hitting the board anywhere or my file. Over here, I got this started. This eye bolt started. This is my short one because it's going to be needs to be down low. You're going to take your file and see whatever plane that you want to get down on your knife that you think is going to match to whatever grind line you want there and to the center of your knife. So you're just going to have to guess that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of give myself a little bit of an angle here and look how deep I need to go with my lag here. So I'm going to use this rod. Don't break your rod. I got this one started already, but you'll have to start your own. You can drill a little hole with that 1/8 inch to get it started, or a little larger, and that'll be fine. I'm going to carry it down a little ways. I got too many tools in the way. Move this. Clean work area is a good work area. Okay. So let's see if that's about right. Look down where I think I want to be, and that looks pretty darn good. So now the work begins. I want to get some gloves just because, you know, I like to wear gloves doing this as much as I can. My hands look terrible already, but that's just part of this business. So we're just going to take our file, we're going to hold it and get it steady, get it solid back here on your rest, and we need one more of those clamps. The big C clamp I was telling you about in our first video, because we need to clamp this down to our table. I'm forgetting tools left and right here, but if you watch the video, then you'll have it. All right, clamp it down tight because you're going to need it. Now we're just going to pull our file. You can see the file marks where we're uneven, but this is going to fix it. And Jeff is going to fast forward through this because this is going to take about an hour per side. Yeah. This is one time I will do this for you guys. I have a 2x72 that I use. Jeff uses one. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've done something like this. Try to keep you can see your line coming up on your grind or your filing. Try to keep that even as you come up. Probably can't see it on the camera, but you'll be able to see it when you're filing. Next, We do the same thing on this side. And before we do that, I'm going to break and have a beer. That wore me out. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Whoop.
I did my chores and made my bed 'cause I'm supposed to. Cleaned my room, paid my debt 'cause I'm supposed to. I raised my hand and waited my turn 'cause I'm supposed to. Everything they taught I learned 'cause I'm supposed to. I finished school at the age of 18 'cause I'm supposed to. I kept on, got a college degree 'cause I'm supposed to. Got a job working 9 to 5 'cause I'm supposed to. Bought a ring and got me a wife 'cause I'm supposed to. Now what the hell's all of this supposed to ever done for me? Well, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Work's drying up and money's tight, though I followed this old script line by line. This whole thing was a lousy bet. There's holes all in my safety net, and it's a goddamn lie when I say I'm doing fine. Didn't think this was what I was supposed to get by doing everything that I supposed to. I don't stay out late and I hardly drink 'cause I'm supposed to. No more cool filter kings 'cause I'm supposed to. I put my money in the IRA 'cause I'm supposed to. I pledge allegiance to the USA 'cause I'm supposed to. I keep up with the local team 'cause I'm supposed to. I fed my childhood dreams 'cause I'm supposed to. I never read before saying grace 'cause I'm supposed to. Go to church every 7 days 'cause I'm supposed to. Now what the hell's all of this supposed to ever done for me? Well, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Work's drying up and money's tight, though I followed this old script line by line. This whole thing was a lousy bet. There's holes all in my safety net, and it's a goddamn lie when I say I'm doing fine. Didn't think this was what I was supposed to get by doing everything that I supposed to. Well, I button up and say clean cut, try to eat good and watch my gut, clean behind my ears and between my toes, and always keep up with the goddamn Jones. This whole thing was a lousy bet. There's holes all in my safety net, and it's a goddamn.
Okay. Now, we're going to get our level up with this a little bit. And you want about a 20 or so degree on it. So you got to get up somewhere in that area. You can bring your shaft down here if you want to, but you're not going to have much room. You're going to have to make sure you're up all the way up here and then come down with it. So you can only be up so far. That's why I have this long one, so I can go exactly where I want. So personally, I'm probably going to put it about right there. And I want a pretty good bevel on mine. I don't want a real robust edge. I want it to be super sharp. Now, we're just going to take this down to where it's kind of sharp, where it won't cut you or anything, but to where it's almost together, because we have to harden our blade still. But we're just trying to get some of that steel off of it so that it's easier to sharpen when it comes time to do that. I think that'll work. Here we go. Be careful on this one, because you are only trying to go halfway in the width that you have left between this side and this side. So go halfway into that. No, just under halfway. Take your time with this step.
She's got a weird way to show she loves you. Just another lie, another pretty face I'm hanging on to. With words but the weapon she will use to cut me down. Time to walk away before I start to say what's on my mind today. There's a lot I can say to bring you down today, but I won't go with you there right now. There's a lot I can say to bring you down today, but I won't go with you there right now. Time to swim inside that ocean of lies. I don't want to stay on this.
One thing I want to add is that I'm bringing this end of this knife farther down here so that this portion of the knife is kind of close to centered with my pin back there. Because I didn't center the pin on my board, I just placed it in knowing that I could move my knife up and down to where I needed it. But you want that pin, that lag bolt that you put in, fairly centered to somewhere in your handle both times. So you saw the other time I was farther over here. So it kind of put me in line. Just has to be fairly close. You're, running a circle with it basically, so it's not too terribly bad. You could measure out and put it exactly in the middle and all that if you prefer. It would work wonderful. Okay, so I had to go a little farther on this side to get the edge that I wanted. So we're going to flip it back over and go down a little farther back on it. Just take your time, keep flipping it until you see what you like. You see right now, see this, we have about a 32nd of an edge right there. And if you look at the spine of your knife right here, you can tell that this angle is different than this angle. So we're going to take this one down to try to match that one over there, and it'll pull this together just a little bit more, but that's what we want to leave. About this, maybe a hair less. Excuse me. This one's going to go down to match this one. This one's coming down. You see I had a good break here. This one doesn't, so I've got to bring this edge over here. Yep. Okay.
Okay guys, that was the end of Friday Fire Part 2. And we had fun doing it for you.
Yeah,
next week, we hope next week.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next month. Next week.
As soon as we can get time.
As soon as we can get time. We're going to put video 3 up, and that's going to be the conclusion of how to build a knife for under 100 or around.
Under. Yeah, it's not going to be under. It's going to be
around $100. And that will be your heat treat, your handle material, and the coal forge. So we had fun. We're glad you guys are here. Hopefully you're enjoying the process. So until then, remember, at Trojan Horse Forge, life's a grind.
So grind back. We'll see you later.
Grind back. Bye.